Okay, this is episode 8. We're talking now about your dissertation. So I guess you're one leg in the Islamic Center and one leg in the university, and the dissertation too is one leg here and one leg here. Well, one of the blessings of COVID-19 was that dissertation. Okay, tell us.
Yeah, I think COVID-19 was a blessing in the disguise. I wasn't happy that happened, but it like my research was happier than me because it drives me to it drove me to know more about how like the Islamic rituals has like a component which is more important than the other. So what I've noticed is that and my research concluded that the mental element in any ritual in Islamic rituals the acts of worship is more important than the physical and the spatial one. So, and I mean by that, by researching and investigating like every ritual in Islam that we are practicing, that Muslim practicing, such as prayer, zikr session, like any practice, whether in Muslim, Sunni, Shi'i, Sufi, they are more like the mental element is more important than the physical or like being in the space itself. And this is something that is like aligned with also if we go back to the Muslims in the early Muslims, we will find like many things that I found examples such as the heart prayer, صلاة القلب, أعمال like إجراء أعمال الصلاة على القلب. This is one kind of the like
Here's someone who can't stand and can't sit and can't do anything.
yeah.
Hmm.
So they call it heart prayer. I found also the symbolism also in the Islamic rituals are like it's a big deal. For example, the tayammum is not a purification. It's not it in itself. It's not tahara. It's not purification. So it is also what is meant by it. It's more mental. It's more symbolic. So I found that this like it can tell me a lot. All of these mental elements that even if we lose the space, if we lose the physical movements, we don't lose the ibadah. We don't
And
lose
the
the
reason you're thinking about this is that people were beginning to use Zoom to do the prayers.
exactly. And this is not also a new thing. Like by going back, and you helped me, Professor Ahmed, in this. Like we discovered the the ship prayer, like how the like sufun, salat al-sufun, like when people even like this was back in the ninth century when people stuck into the ocean or the sea and they have boats and they have to pray so they can pray even though there is no like physical like there is no one space that can gather them all so they can like the imam be in one boat and the rest like the followers will be in the following boats. So this gives the idea for reviving the Zoom prayer, or like what people call it the online prayer, which becomes like a big deal and a big debate, by the way, like during the COVID-19. And I think all of you remember this debate. And we have two main groups. Like, however, the majority opinion said that it's not eligible, it's not valid prayer, like the non-physical one or the non-spatial one. But I think the other group is not that weak as well because they have their own proof and many like big scholars in contemporary world and also in, like from the classical world. Look, we found also, for example, the book that is like authored in 1960 by Al-Ghumari, this Moroccan Mufti Sheikh Ahmed Sadiq Al-Ghumari, who authored this book like Salat al-Jum'ah عبر المذياع, which is like give also like a revival, or like it was
So
a
according to that, you can pray behind the radio,
yes.
the Friday prayer.
Yeah,
So can you pray behind the recorded prayer? It has to be a live prayer.
very good question, because recording prayer like it can never be happen, like but it has to be live, like for the prayer. It might like for recording it can be happen for other like non-mandatory practices such as zikr, or like if you maqra'a or anything, recording is okay. But for prayer, which is the it has to be simultaneous, it has to be live one. So even though like there are some that this very good question, because like there are many restrictions for conducting the online prayer, and people who legitimizing or who find this is like valid form of prayer, they put so many restrictions for it. One of them is to be live and also to be in the time zone. So like no one in California can pray behind someone who is, for example, New York. So there's a different time zone, even though they are in the
So this
same
is all in
country.
your book. This is a plug for your book, basically. When is it coming out?
It's coming out by the end of this year, so I'm working on it.
Who's the publisher?
The publisher is Gerlach Press.
Very good.